Hello, Capricorn. This is your tarot reading, your special love relationship tarot reading for February, which I am doing because Valentine's Day is February 14th, and I know that everyone has questions um, about their love life. So, this is a special reading. Um, as you can see, I'm using a special new tarot deck. It's my golden tarot. And the artwork, it's by Cat Black. Um, this card that came out for you, Capricorn, was Page of Cups. See how beautiful that is. So I'm putting it right here. This is artwork from depicting the Middle Ages to the Renaissance, Elizabethan age. It's very beautiful. I love this. I love Renaissance period art. Um, I love historical art, especially when it's used in tarot. Not that I don't like the current stuff. I actually do have a tarot deck by, I have a steampunk tarot deck. I have a special tarot deck based on Neil Gaiman's book, The Sandman. Very beautiful artwork. I might use that sometime. So cards have been pre-shuffled and cleared. Shuffling them again. Also, I am going to pull one of my angel oracle cards for you to give you a special message of encouragement, advice, and clarity about your reading. So I'm going to cut the cards. All right, so the first card that came up for you, Capricorn, was Page of Cups, and this is a card of infatuation, the beginning of new love. It can mean a crush. A page is a very young person, maybe a little bit immature or naive, um, but this can also mean the beginning of a relationship. And you see that little fish. What does that fish mean? The fish can mean fertility in some instances, a new birth. So, and you are an earth sign, Capricorn, just so that we know as we pull the cards. I'm looking out for any energies that are earth in the cards. Okay, now we have death. And I do not think you should be afraid of this, the fact that it's following Page of Cups, because I think that it could very well mean that there's a new birth and a new death of a relationship, that there are certain endings and beginnings that are happening. The beginning of this new relationship will require putting away or ending something else, old feelings, I think. The next one is the star. So this is very good. And actually, when you think about it, death leads to a new resurrection. And so you have this new hope and this new birth. Interesting, because if you wanted to look at it, you could see that this woman dies here, and then there's a new resurrection, there's a new hope. I sound like Star Wars. So there's a lot of wonderful beginnings happening for you, Capricorn. Ten of Cups, wow. This is the happily ever after card. Happy marriage, children, home life. This is the happily ever after card. Whatever this relationship is, it might be going very well. It seems to be destined to be, the lots of positive energies here. We have a Four of Swords in reverse. Now, this can mean rest, retreat. It can mean taking a break. You see the man in sleeping. But now this is reverse as well. I think that this means that things that were, maybe your love life, if you're single, maybe your love life was very slow. Nothing was happening. But it seems as if that's not going to be the case anymore for February, that a lot of things are going to start beginning again, growing. Then you have this Five of Swords. This is the card of conflict. It can mean winning a battle, fighting. There might be some conflict with this new relationship, but it can also mean you winning a battle and finding the romance that you want. And then the next card is the Hangman. This could mean a little bit of emotional turmoil here. It can also mean a sacrifice. You see this man in a very uncomfortable position while he hangs upside down. But while he's hanging upside down, he's just thinking and contemplating, well, how did I get into this position? How can I get out? And I'm pretty sure the answer will occur to him. But it usually means that you're in a situation you cannot control, and all you can do is find your own emotional peace and stability. So, this Five of Swords might be introducing a conflict in your new love or relationship, or a relationship that's been reborn. We have the Magician. You've got a lot of major arcana. So far, you have four. So we have the Magician. We have imposing your will to make things happen. And you have the card of infinity up here. I just want to point that symbol out. I think it's always interesting when you see that. But here you have the Magician working with, in a metaphysical way, the laws of, the natural laws, and putting his intent in manifesting what he wants. So this seems to be happening after the Hangman, which is, I think, is pretty good. What is it that you want? If you want love, Capricorn, you can have it. And then we have this King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands, fire. It's a fire sign. It's also the only court card that I see next to this Page of Cups. This King of Wands, when it's upright, can be very confident, very loyal, very artistic, very idealistic about his beliefs. But he might end up, because this energy is controlling, this King of Wands might end up being a little bit too controlling, has to have his own way, fiery temper. And so this new romance that has all this wonderful potential, it's going to have some obstacles here. That's what I'm seeing. It doesn't mean that this relationship cannot work out, but it just seems as if this new birth and then the ending of other relationships. I get a feeling that there are other relationships involved that might be ending, but there's a positive energy here. There's a hope. But then we start having conflicts here. And those conflicts could be coming from other people as well. Um, so based on your major arcana, you have four. We have death, which leads to the star, which is a positive rebirth. And then we run into this hangman, which means emotional sacrifice or turmoil, being in a situation you can't control. But then we head into the magician, And the magician is an energy of manifesting and applying your will for what it is you want to have happen. So I'm going to shuffle for your outcome card. I think that this relationship, if it is a beginning relationship, early stages of the relationship, I think you just, Capricorn, I think that you are a very rational person. I don't see any earth signs, but I think that the earth sign is represented in the magician. I also feel that some of the major arcana cards do, for instance, you have the hangman here. The hangman is an earthy element here. We have death, which is also a huge part of the element of earth, returning back to earth. We have the star, which is more of an air water sign, more of an air sign, having hope. But I think that Capricorn, um, I see that this new relationship that's going to go through a transformation, um, it will bring you happiness. But there might be some obstacles that you'll need to fight through, which is indicated by Five of Swords. And you'll need to just be patient. And I could say hang in there. That would be a pun. But you will need to make sure you are emotionally grounded and don't react or don't panic. This King of Wands, this person who's a little bit out of control, um, maybe this person might be revealing who they are. It could be another person who's an obstacle in a relationship. Here's your outcome card. Your outcome card is Ace of Swords. And this is a card of clarity, and it's an air sign. And this is about making wise decisions, applying. Um, an ace is also about the beginning of a new cycle. You're going to need to use your judgment and your wisdom, and you're going to get clarity about this relationship because things start to get a little bit chaotic later on. The beginning seems like a dream come true, but then later on, as the romance or the relationship starts to grow, it seems as if things are going to start to get a little bit problematic. So I think you do need this Ace of Swords to have clarity and to make the right decisions. Now, I am going to shuffle for your angel card reading. Once again, this is a card that has this beautiful gold edging here. I love this. And these are angel oracle cards. They have messages from the angels to advise you and to give you insight. And your card did drop out here. It is the card of mediumship. This is a card that says you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. That is very interesting. Especially since you did have the death card. I don't know if you're mourning a death of someone you loved very much. Okay, so I hope that brings you some advice and insight about your reading. All right, so that was your love and relationship reading for February, Capricorn. I hope you found it useful. I hope you were inspired by it. March, I will go ahead and give my normal general tarot reading. But I hope this love and relationship reading was helpful for you. As always, thanks to everybody for your comments, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those I've given readings for. It was a pleasure reading for you. I appreciate your support. And if you're interested in a reading or making a donation, just read my description below. And I will see you in a few weeks. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Take care.